Here on Ralphie tonight, the artist that we welcome into the studio truly needs no introduction, although we will mention that he's got the #1 song in the country right now. Mr. Justin Bieber, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing well. When you found out that you had your first #1, what thoughts came to mind? What was that feeling?
Just overwhelming. Yeah, I got pretty emotional.
I was gonna say, was it similar to the VMA thing? Because I know that was emotional too, in the sense that
the same
you almost
feeling.
maybe weren't expecting it.
Same feeling. I was not expecting it. I was just relieved that it was finally like here, and I put out the music that I loved, and people are seeing the real me. You know.
It happened so quick though. Like that's the other thing too. I mean, that had to take you a little off guard.
It did, but it did and it didn't. I think that it was a journey for me to just like, because it's not just about the music. It is about the music, and I want it to be all about the music, but you want to see people win when they're genuine and authentic and real. And I was in a place before where I was just like, just trying to figure it out, trying too hard, and I'm finally like just putting that ego to the side and just wanting to just enjoy life and enjoy the season that I'm in, and not get caught up in it. And that's the reason why it's working so quick now. It wasn't a quick journey for me it was like it took a couple years for me to just wrap my head around the success and wrap my head around the fans and not internalize it, but be a light and just continuously like pushed it back, if that makes sense. Like, because if you take it and feel it, everyone's telling you you're awesome, you're amazing, you're incredible, and you're a young age, you don't know how to take that. You start feeling, yeah, I am incredible, and you start carrying that like, oh, I'm the but it's like that you quickly fall on your ass when you do that, because it's not about us, it's about the greater good, and just enjoying people. And I had such a tainted view of what people are and how people are because I had some people around. I don't know, can't say shit.
Yeah, we're pre-taping, so you can say whatever you want.
All this, like, I just had pretty bad people around that just were taking advantage of my generosity and taking advantage of my sweet soul, and I just thought that that's how it was supposed to be, because they were saying all the right things, and I was young and naive and just trusting people and got my heart broken. So then I was just like, everybody. And now I'm just like, I got so many great people who love me and are supporting me now and genuinely are. And so my whole perception of people is changing, the way I'm engaging with people. And I just want people to feel good about themselves, and because I was in a place where I just had no confidence. And although it may have seemed like it, because it was like this, inside I was really hurting. And I want to just be real with people, and I want people to really feel like, yo, he was here and now he's here, but it's genuine and he's talking about it, and it's not a gimmick and it's not a show that I'm putting on. I think people would be able to tell that.
No, totally. Absolutely. Because it feels like people now are rooting for you to win. I'm curious, though, is it that you have now a group of people, or have surrounded yourself with a group of people that truly love you and are looking out for your best interests? Or is it that those people have been there and now you're being that reflective light and you're listening to them and you're kind of reflecting back what they're telling you or what they're saying? Because I would imagine during those times when you had people around you that maybe you shouldn't have had, somebody, whether it was your mom, whether it was Scooter, somebody had to have been in your ear saying, Justin, maybe this isn't a good idea.
For sure, but it's like it has to be on your time, right? They were poking me and saying, Justin. But until I really wanted to listen, it wasn't gonna happen. So right. I had to be in that mind space and a head space to just humble myself and say, I was wrong. I'm wrong. And you got to. If you want to make a change, if you want to get to where you want to be, it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to go through a season of being really uncomfortable, and I did. I went through a space where I just felt like I was crawling out of my skin, because I was like opening up to people again and just like feeling insecure because I felt like they were judging me. And finally I got my confidence back, and it feels awesome, dude. And I just want I want people to take from my story and continuously, because I'm gonna fall again. I'm going to, and it's like, it's inevitable. We all have these ups and downs, and we feel like I feel so much. I'm such a magnet when it comes to people's energy, and that's why it's always good to take that time and go, like, be by yourself and take it in and enjoy it. And
I want to show you from the first and only other time that we've hung out.
wow,
That photo.
that was so long ago.
That's from Scranton, Pennsylvania in 2009 at the mall at Steamtown there. It was like you and Dan Cantor and me up on stage and thousands of kids.
I love that.
When you see that, like, and you think back to that time of, you know, going to all these radio stations for the first time and having a song out and all the screaming kids, what do you think of when you think back to that?
Just think of, like, it was all so much. I didn't really understand it, and I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Do you look at a kid now like Shawn Mendes and think like, man, I wish, you know, it was going through what he's going through now with what I know now?
Who's Shawn Mendes?
Oh, he's on island. He's from Southern Ontario. He's 17 years old. Got a song called Stitches that's like doing okay at pop radio.
Nice, good for him.
Oh, so you don't even know? Wow, I thought for sure you might, because he's also from Southern Ontario.
Yeah, no, I don't know him, but I will check him out for sure.
Fair enough. You have an album coming out this November.
I do, yep.
Is it completed?
It's getting there. It's almost there.
What percentage would you say?
It's like about 40% done.
You got a lot of work to do still, huh?
Like, the album's pretty much complete. I just have so much touching up to do with the stuff, but it's going good.
When you say touching up, what do you mean?
Just like going in, putting backgrounds, and just editing some stuff. We do like these punch-ins, so basically if something sounds a little off, I can go in and just like get the tail end of like a word or something. So say I sing, girl, I'm lonely, right? If I don't like the tail end and I just like the girl I can come in and I can just cut that lonely.
And do you have to go back into a studio to do that, or can you do that?
Yeah, so I'll live with it for a couple of weeks, and then I'll come back like later and I'll just touch it back up.
Any features?
Yeah, there are. I don't think I can talk about it though.
Oh, okay. But you're planning on collaborating with us. The one thing with the single that caught me, it sounded like a departure for you. Did you feel like it was something different? Was that what you were going for? I
just wanted to make something that was going to make people feel good, you know? People are missing that right now. Make music that makes your soul feel good, because there's a lot of garbage out there, but we won't talk about that.
No need to. But is there any music though that it did influence you in a positive way that kind of put you towards that, or no? Anything that you were feeling, any artists, or no?
I really like Ed Sheeran. I think he's a really good dude too, so Ed Sheeran, he's really talented.
What are your plans for the rest of the year?
What are my plans for the rest of the year? Probably gonna tour. I'm probably gonna put out this album and just enjoy it. Just live in the moment.
All right, it sounds like you're just taking it a day at a time, as opposed to trying to think like...
Yeah, no, I don't even think about that.
Like, oh my God, I gotta plan a tour, and now we gotta plan an album release.
And I have people that do that for me, luckily.
That always helps too. Congratulations on scoring your first #1, buddy, and best of luck.
I appreciate you.